The truth is that TV investments have historically been a very hard thing to measure. There's a bit of a set it and forget it approach in our industry. Tatari has allowed us to take almost a direct response approach to TV.
With Tatari's platform, we're no longer reliant on just brand lift studies post-campaign to know how TV worked for us. Now we can have real-time lift attribution to both legacy and digital channels.
Tatari leverages a convergent TV model. We're looking at linear and streaming together as a comprehensive TV strategy, and we're able to lean on Tatari to help us navigate these challenges of measurement with our next day attribution in the dashboard.
The beauty of working with Tatari is we can leverage their platform to look at both our linear buys and streaming buys under one roof and be able to compare performance between the two media channels and optimize them as one sort of holistic TV approach.
One of the ways Chime measures our TV spend is we look at the incremental impact of TV. And the way we do this is we're able to look through the Tatari platform at new customers that were acquired but not exposed to other channels. So by singling out these people, we're able to look at the incremental impact of TV.
So therefore, we decided to do a Hulu split IP test. So for the group that saw the ad, we saw a 27% lift in incremental installs within the first 7 minutes that the spot aired.
And within the first day of actually running on that platform, we were able to attribute an extra 7,000 incremental site visits that we wouldn't have gotten elsewhere.
The top metrics I'm paying attention to in the Tatari dashboard day to day are really web lift as leading indicators of our success. So that's looking at unique visit lift per spot, response rate, and also cost per visit to see how efficiently we're driving action with our TV campaigns.
And specifically on the Tatari platform, we're able to track customer acquisition per impression.
We're able to get a 93-cent cost per visit through prospecting and just $1.10 through retargeting campaigns.
Using Tatari's platform, we're actually able to see both short-term and long-term impact. We're able to look at immediate response, sort of day one exposure and the results we get from that, as well as longer-term impact in Halo, looking at those same metrics, but over a 30-day window.
We turned it back on after about 6 to 8 weeks of being totally off. Within 6 to 8 weeks, we saw a rise in visits. Within 6 to 8 months, we saw those visitors who we tagged as visiting us convert into customers.
CPM has always been a major KPI for us as we look at the performance of our overall TV strategy. But we also look at things like our reach and frequency towards our target audience, which is high household income individuals and families, as well as the overall response rates that we're seeing from our specific spots using Tatari's platform to measure unique visitor lift to Saatva.com.
But we do also have the ability to track things like brand lift and understanding conversion lift, which is extremely important when you're trying to validate the impact on lower funnel KPIs.
One of the biggest impacts of TV has been the halo effect on our other channels. Branded search is up, our direct traffic and conversions are up, but also our social, our unbranded search, all of them have increased.
So typically during and post-flight, we will see a lift in branded search as well as social engagements. And we have been able to prove out that ROI over time very quickly in some cases for our clients.
After we turned off television, our other channels got less profitable. So our ROAS within our lowest funnel channels of Google Shopping, Google Search, both went down as well. It was so clear once we did the pause that the impact wasn't just on awareness, that this channel wasn't just about getting direct traffic. It was also about making more efficient paid CRM, the growth within our SEO channel even.
Because of the Tatari platform, we can measure creative metrics really easily, as quickly as we can on other platforms like paid social. The main one is response rate and the amount of traffic that we drive for different creatives across different publishers.
And we love how in the Tatari platform, you can actually see all the metrics, just like you would in Facebook or the YouTube ads platform.
The Tatari team was not only able to report on what their channels were able to contribute to the overall business for the client, but they were also able to dig in a little deeper and see what kind of lift they were able to provide to other channels that the client was placing elsewhere.
We also saw via one of our mixed media model partners that all of our TV spend correlated with lifts in overall revenue and overall traffic to the site. So we're seeing multiple parties telling us a positive story.
Relative to historical ways of going after TV, we would have to wait month by month, historically analyze, and now we can do it real time and adjust on the fly, which gives us incredible flexibility and a much greater return on ad spend.